All right, welcome back. And in this section, we're going to talk about campaigns. So you might be thinking, what is a campaign? If you're familiar with sales tools, it's a sequencing tool. There's a big difference between how ours works and how the others works. If you're not familiar with sequencing tools or cadences, a sequence is essentially a series of steps, whether it's emails or tasks or a mix of both. And that creates your quote unquote campaign for your outbound process. So on the campaigns tab I'm here, you can see the names of each campaign, the status that they're in, and your metrics for the campaign. So let's take you into one. To create a campaign, you can simply name it, choose the product that you need, and if you haven't made a product, go to the products tab, create a product, and then it'll show up here. There's another video that covers this, and I'm happy to link it in this video as well. Now, let's create it from a blank from the beginning. So if you click Build Campaign, you'll see this kind of a little workspace. And what you can do here is start building it very quickly. Let's create a campaign now. In this one, I'm going to hit send email, which means that my first step in this campaign is an email that's going to be sent to the prospect. Let's go with email one kickoff, as I made a template. If you don't have a template, you can create one in the template section, or you can also build one actually within this flow, and I'll show you in the next step an example. When you create a first step or any step, you have a choice to make it manual or automatic. If this is manual, this will become a task, and in another video we'll cover tasks, but this means you have to actually go ahead, review, and send the email yourself within Scout for it to start. If it's automatic, when you put a prospect into this campaign, this email will send automatically. You could also delay your action by a certain amount of days or hours. So for example, if I put 2 in here, this email will automatically send after 2 hours. So let's add another step. In this template, I added a link in here. So I'm going to add what's called logic. And I'm going to check if someone clicks the link in my email, and that'll determine how I follow up. So in this piece, I'm now checking if they click the link any number of times. I could also add a time frame within a certain day, a certain amount of hours. Let's say if they opened it and clicked within 3 days, I'm going to follow up a certain way. Logic is the biggest difference between us and any other tool you'll see in the market. What this means is that you can add behavioral-based triggers, such as link click or email open, and even more, to determine your follow-up flow. So if this happens, I'm going to create a path for yes, they did it. And if not, I'm going to create a path for no. So if they did click this link any number of times within 3 days of this email, I'm going to send a follow-up automatically. And I will use the template called link click template. Now, just to show you how I use it, I basically say, hey, I can't help but notice you checked out our site. Any questions I can answer? This is super great because it's timely, it's pointed, and 2 hours now after they click a link, I'm going to automatically reach out. Now, let's say they did not click the link. You could send another email if you'd like. You can even add another piece of logic. So let's go ahead and add more logic in this example. Now, I'm going to check if they at least opened my email within 7 days. So now the flow goes email 1 sent automatically. Check if they clicked the link in email 1 within 3 days. If so, they're automatically getting this email in 2 hours after clicking. If not, I'm at least seeing if they opened my email within a week. Now, if not, I'm going to leave this no state empty. What that means is that they'll get no more follow-ups. You can, of course, continue to follow up if you'd like, create a new template or add another email. But in this case, I assume that if the prospect didn't check my email in a week, they're not interested. That's just my personal perception and opinion. You can, of course, follow up however you'd like. Now, if they did open it, I'm going to go ahead and send another follow-up with the template. Let's go follow-up open. This template is just me showing, I can give them case studies because I saw that they opened it. I'm going to go ahead and make that automatic and with no delay. Actually, let's go ahead and delay it by 2 days. Cool. Now, I'm going to, regardless of what they do, send another email. Last follow-up with it. Now, this is a template with a video, just in case I want them to watch it. And just like that, I have a beautiful automated campaign that takes into account their behavior. Let's go ahead and add another follow-up here. I'm going to go ahead and just move this and clean this up a little bit just by dragging. Now, this is how you can create a great flow. If you want to create a basic email campaign, you can. And the way you do that is just by simply adding more steps. email, email, and just going ahead and choosing if you want them to be manual or automatic and spacing them by how many days apart with the time settings in the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and delete these. But now my campaign is complete. I'll go ahead and save it. And in order to add prospects to this campaign, all I have to do is go here, select the prospects I want, hit add to campaign, find the campaign I want, trial. Let's go test. And then if I add it, they'll automatically start because I had an automatic first step. This is how you create campaigns. You also have your metrics here. If you click into one, you can also see the progress here of if they're in progress, completed, waiting, or action required. If an action is required, that means there's a task set up for you, which will be in the tasks panel either here on the tasks on the left or in this tasks area as well. In progress means that they're simply in the step waiting. Waiting means that we're now like waiting for logic. Completed means that they either have gone through all the steps, one flow or another, or they replied. If the prospect replies, they're automatically marked as complete. You also have activity in an entire feed here to see opens, clicks, replies, etc. You have your list of prospects that are in there, and you have your metrics up top. This is the overview of campaigns. If you need more help, I'll put a link in the comments to book a meeting, to email us. You can also use our chat button in the app right here. Reach out to us real time, and we'll be talking to you soon. Thanks, and happy processing.